Giving extensions the same abilities as the built-in features requires that any code can interact with all parts of the application. To solve this, the V14 backoffice brings a new concept called the Context API. The Context API provides a way to communicate through the element structure without explicitly passing data at every level. This enables us to support extensions without knowing about their specific needs. The way the Context API works is by providing a given class instance through a given host element. Class instances that are provided via the Context API are called contexts. A context can then be consumed by any code that takes place within the given host element. In other words, a context consumption is limited to elements within the scope of the host element. Only code running from elements within the host element can consume that context. Once a context has successfully been consumed, the consumer gets a reference to that class instance and can start communicating with it. Typically, a context would take form as a class instance with methods to receive or change data. This example consumes a specific context called a property dataset context, which comes with a method to get the name, which will be printed in the console. In this second example, a method on the context is used to set a new value of a property. This was an explanation of what a Context API is in its simplest form, and as well how it can be utilized to communicate to other parts of the application. Because most features of the V14 backoffice are based on this API, extensions can now communicate with almost anything.